Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Me, I'm doing good. I decided to sit outside for a little bit and get some fresh air and get some vitamin D outside. I'm starting to do this every morning where I just come outside and I just enjoy the beauty that is outside. I haven't done this in a while. When I was in my old apartment, I was always in the house. I never really got out and really just sat outside for a while. So I decided to do that today. It feels good out here, actually. I just saw a lady, she's pushing her baby and her daughter, taking her to school for the school bus. So yeah, it feels good out here. The difference in this new apartment is it feels a little bit breezier than over in my old apartment, and it feels good out here. This would be a great time to go out and go for like a morning walk and stuff like that. But I don't have time in the morning. I figured I'd walk in the evening because walking in the evening, it means that everything you ate throughout the day, you're going to be pretty much getting rid of. So there's nothing wrong with doing stretches in the morning and then in the evening doing the full walk and stuff, because by doing that, that's a great way of being able to lose weight. You're burning the calories, because when you go to the gym and work and then turn around and go eat, you're not doing it, put them calories right back on, because you don't really lose a lot of calories when you work out, to be honest. You don't. You're just building muscle. And when you turn around and right after you work out, you turn around and go and you eat something, you just put them pounds right, the calories right back on. And it defeats the purpose. That's why a lot of people can't lose weight, because they turn around and they eat right after they work out versus fasting and maybe eating something small, maybe. But either way, you're putting calories right back on, unless you find something that has no calories at all. Unless you might eat vegetables, you might eat fruit. But a lot of people go to McDonald's, they'll go to Japanese restaurants and things like that, and they'll put the weight right back on, which, is crazy to me. But yeah, coming outside in the morning before you start your day. So if you work from home and you need to get up for a couple minutes, get up and just sit outside. Get some vitamin D for like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, and then, go back in and start your day. Because we're indoors a little bit too much. I remember we used to be outside. I remember the kids used to be able to come outside and play kickball and dodgeball and do stuff like that, and you can't do that no more. And it's like, you get on the road, you got people that got road rage issues. It's ridiculous what go on. So it makes me a little weary when it comes to driving on the highway. Used to didn't be like that, but not no more. But I just came out here to stand out here before I get ready to start my day, because I want to get some sunlight. So, and get my eyes back to where I'll be able to drive on the road. Another thing I'm working on is sleep. So sleep is also important. So you got people walking their dogs and stuff. So yeah, it's always a good thing. So it's a really nice, quiet neighborhood. So like I said, we all gotta do different things. But yeah, just coming out on your balcony or just coming outside and just doing a morning walk or just sitting outside, get some fresh air, it's always a good thing. It's really healthy when you're able to get outside. That's one thing about having a dog. When you have a dog, you get up every morning and you walk with them and walk them around the block. And so that's what keeps a lot of people healthy too. So like I said, if you got to get up in the morning and do some stretching before you start your day, if you got to come outside and just sit and get some fresh air and then do your workout during your lunch break, or you got a treadmill, you work from home and you're able to just stick it under your thing, then yeah, do that. Because your health and wellness is important. What am I going to eat this morning? I don't know. I might just eat a bagel and some yogurt this morning. That might be my breakfast this morning. For lunch, I still have the lamb meat. I might make a salad for lunch. Since I got everything already cut up, I might make a salad for lunch, and then I might have a salad. And then again, I might have another salad for dinner. So, like I said, I'm taking it serious about my vegetables and having some starch. Like when I start losing weight, if I want to replenish, some of the carbs, then you can do that. But yeah, it's the only thing I'm getting from the store. Like I said, I'm excited about making my own jellies, my own jams, making my own stuff. So I'm excited about it. I am. That's why I'm buying all this stuff. So the rest of my stuff should be here next week, and I'll be able to start making my own stuff. And you guys will get to see me while I make my own chocolates, my own stuff, and it's gonna be really, really interesting. Can't wait to do it. So, like I said, change comes with growth, and sometimes growth can be a good thing. But yeah, sometimes just coming out here and just taking a break and just sitting for a little bit and just appreciating the fact you're here another day, you live in another day. And even though we're going through what we're going through as far as this Donald Trump situation, I'm not letting it bother me because I got everything I need. So once I buy all this stuff, I'm not buying nothing else. I think the next thing I'm buying is to go on another cruise. Other than that, that's it. Because MSC got a thing for $3.99, so per person. I just got to find another person to go with in January. But if I decide to take my mom, or if I decide to go with my homegirl, I got to talk to her, see if she want to go, and I'll go ahead and get it, and we'll just go half and pay for it. Because I think it's like $5.99 per person. If we get a balcony, it's like $5.99, which ain't bad, but we'll see. So I'm gonna sit out here until it's about time for me to start working and getting some work done, and then that's it. So it's a pretty day, it's a pretty morning, and it's not really hot right now. I know it's gonna get hot later on. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on without question, as y'all hear in my background. And then I got 2 podcasts I gotta do today, and then I'm gonna do some writing today, and then I'm gonna do my Country Wayne skits today. So I know I haven't been doing them the past couple days because I decided to do a live on it instead. So I'm gonna do a live on the Country Wayne skits tomorrow after I get done washing clothes and stuff. So that'll probably be I don't know what time, because I know I'm gonna wash clothes tomorrow, and then I'll do that. Saturday gonna be a cleaning day. I might get in my car and drive a little bit. I gotta get some toilet paper, so there's a Family Dollar up the street, so I might go to the Family Dollar, or I might just go further down, because by where my old neighborhood is, I get my car washed. So like I said, I'm getting there, but I think by getting more sleep and sitting outside and getting some fresh air and letting my eyes get some sunlight, it's gonna help with my driving and stuff. So like I said, I've been taking this time during my journey to figure out what works for me when it comes to my health and wellness, when it comes to being healthy internally. Because externally don't matter if I'm not healthy internally. So I'm more about my internal health. But also being able to dress up, going out, doing things, going to the movies and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to doing those things too, and getting out the house, even if it's just walking around the mall. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. So, and then finding out what's around here. I've seen a couple things around here. So other than that, I'll find my way. I always do. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. And then I gotta get my tire done too. So I gotta find somewhere to get that done as well. So I'll figure it out. So with that being said, y'all have a very beautiful day. Have a very blessed day. Don't let all this stuff going on stop you from being great. Don't let this stuff stop you from knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel, because with everything that's dark, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So you may be in darkness for a while. You may have to sit still for a while. You may have to be alone for a while. But it's worth it, because when you come back out in the world, you're going to have a new attitude, be a new version of yourself, be a better version of yourself, and you ain't going to put up with stuff you put up with before. You're going to be happy and at peace. And that's the one thing. You can't buy peace and tranquility. That is something you just can't buy. So I'm about to get in here, take care of things. So I love y'all. Mwah. Appreciate y'all. Without y'all, there's no me. I appreciate y'all even watching my Country Wayne skits. So I'll be back on it tomorrow. So with that being said, we'll catch up on everything on Friday. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Have a good day.